be in the presence of you. When I got into my raw foods, this was one of the men I was following, and there's so many people going back and forth from veganism, raw foods, to even carnivore, because I feel on social media the younger generation doesn't have the knowledge. If you could just shed some light and tell people just some tips that they should know when transitioning.
Well, look, tip number one, transition is bogus.
Exactly.
You know, you are or you're not.
Right.
You know, but if you want to do transition, you know, more power to you. Go ahead, but at least whenever you go forward, don't ever go backwards.
Right.
So anything that any level that you have achieved, if you step back, then the cells, being new sponge, are going to absorb toxins at a deeper level. So it's a one-way street, period. So when the mind is ready, the dumb animal, that little flesh is going to follow. You as a spirit being, you need to take command, you need to take charge and have that mind be your agent and keep that animal in its place. Because if that beast is running the show, you as a spirit, you are the dog on the leash. So unleash, take power, you know, take back your life and do what you got to do. Defend that spirit space.
And what foods, what juices, what do you recommend people to do? What is the best thing for the human body?
I tell you, what's more critical is the other question, which is, what is the worst thing to do?
Right.
You know, always ask the doctor, you know, what's bad for it, not what's good for it. Because most of the time, the cure or the answer is an abstention. It's more about what you don't put in than what you actually put in. And whatever you put in, the thing is not to bury it in your system, not to let it stay there too long. So get it out as fast as you put it in. But better yet, just don't put it in and then allow the body its space, its time, so that it itself can do what it needs to do, that it knows to do best, which is self-healing. The body will take care of all of that old mess that you have done before. So don't worry about it, just let the body be. Stop attacking it. Stop trying to give it the challenge. Right. See if it can adapt to eating modern food. No, the experiment is over. It's been 300,000 years that we discovered the use of fire, and ever since then you've been experimenting, trying to figure out how to adapt to eating cooked food. The experiment is done. The jury is in. We cannot adapt to eating cooked food, period, even plant-based. So forget plant-based and all of those other levels. Let's take it back to the sun. The sun is the master chef. We're just little artists down here putting the sun's work together so that it can be associated with what is today accepted as modern cuisine arts.
That's beautiful. That was beautifully put. I love that.
Yes, sir.
And one more thing. Why do you feel it's beneficial for liquids?
Well, you know, the body itself, just like the planet Earth, 70% liquid, 70% moisture. So our intake should reflect that. So this is what I'm about to do here. This is all big pineapple, this is all chopped up. I'm not even going to try to eat it to extract the liquid.
Right.
I'm going to let modern technology bail me out. I'm going to juice it, and I'm going to be drinking a good 2 quarts of pineapple juice,
wow,
you know, for a few minutes. And that's the way it is, because then the body doesn't have to work.
Right.
Give the body a break.
Yeah, the digestive system is the most overused in the human body, right?
Oh, it's the work that the digestive system has to do is more intense than actually even doing construction work.
Wow.
It's a total physical demand on the body, because especially if you're eating foods that are going to challenge the system, that the body was not designed to process. Just because you can boil a potato and soften it and pump it up with water, it is not food. The body is going to tell you that, because it's not going to break down, it's not going to become a simple carbohydrate, it won't be sugar, and you can't use it to make energy. Whatever energy you can use, produce from it, then it's going to go into the whole processing of it. So it's like empty calories.
Right. Exactly. And one more thing, actually this is the last thing, because I got a lot of people on my Insta story saying they heard you say how the Vitamix is more efficient than a juicer, up to 30 seconds. Okay. Want to just explain that briefly?
Let's take Vitamix out of the picture,
okay,
because they haven't paid me yet. Any blender, Any blender is quite efficient.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you can take one of those little household 10-speed blender, which is really 10 noise levels, but that's fine. But you can take one of those, work with it without the cover, and use a carrot or a cucumber and push that food down, and you can blend it down nice and smooth in less than a minute. And then all you got to do from there is press it out. Human body press, cold press with your hands. Do your juice gymnastics.
Yeah, and we didn't have a nut bag yesterday, so he used a napkin, and it worked like a gem. Everybody tried it, and the dinner was amazing. Some said it tasted better in liquid form than it did eating it. So
this is how we do it, man.
Amazing.
Sunfire Culinary Institute.
I love it.
Hey, this is it. You know, straight from the sun. The sun is the chef, the master chef of the entire planet. Cooks for everyone on the planet every day. Right now, it's cooking our pot. Right now, the soursop tree.
I love it.
It's on the fire.
I love it.
Yeah, and when the pot is ready, the birds come home.
Yeah.
Tell the crowd, food is ready. So, hey, let's get back to life. Get back